Yep. Think so.
We call the meeting at the order.
Brian. I want to make sure I'm not in it yet. It's not taking my password. I tried to get down here earlier and then had a call.
Right, we got closed captioning going on too.
I just want to get it tonight.
Another obligation, Pat.
Yeah, Pat,
He must have took the whole month of July, or, yeah, of July off work.
yeah, he said he'd be here.
Hey, closed captions on, can you turn it off?
Yes, sir, I sure can.
Or do we need it now?
I hate movies you have to read. So,
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
All right. First thing we'll do is the Grant County Drainage Board. We have to pass the minutes from the last meeting.
Move to approve the minutes as presented.
sorry.
I got a first and a second, Mary, did you get them?
Yep.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, the claims, Chronicle Tribune is $31.37. Rouge Run Open Ditch, there is no fund. The L&W Cates for $6,686.43. Crane Pond Phase 2. That fund only has $3,986.52 in it. And Cook's Excavating for $1,120. The Lumbo Ditch, $65,672.53 in the fund. And we also got $76 to pay on the Rick Goodrich drain. We vacated it, so now we need to close it out.
I need to forgive that. That would be separate.
Huh?
That one would be separate than the claims.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, we just
okay.
want to forgive that one.
Okay.
Okay. So I need a motion just on the claims right now.
Did we, set up a fund on Rouge?
We have a public hearing,
Coming up?
yes.
Okay.
And then this phase 2, that, the,
On that Lumbo tile, there'll be another bill, probably sizable, come from H&L
H&M.
at Kokomo. That guy come in there and he had 4 or 5 guys working on that. And they done a good job.
You put in around 100 feet or something or more. And another, then they set a new tee also, Kenny.
Huh?
Did they put a new riser at the?
They put a new riser there. It had root balls, big root balls in that tile where it went under the road. And they put in a 24, which was a 20. They put a 24 in, and because when they went east, if they hook into it, it'll be hooked in, the 24 will hook into it, so they done it right.
So where's that Lumbo tile
Huh?
at? Where's the Lumbo tile at, the ditch?
Just south of 9th Street and, goes across 13.
They're on Eddie Graham's.
Okay. Okay.
Now, on the Crane Pond Phase 2, it's not collecting this year. That's gonna take 4 years to pay back.
On the Crane Pond, I don't think it would be out of line to pay for it out of phase 1's money since.
Yeah, I thought that's what we talked about before.
What is it?
Paying for the rest of it out of phase 1.
Okay, so that was whole phase two.
Cause, I know, but, cause it's all the same tile.
Take the $3,986.52 out of Crane Pond Phase 2 and pay the rest of it out of Phase 1.
Oh, okay.
Because Phase 1's water goes through Phase 2.
Two.
So without,
Okay, if you'd let me know that in the email, then I would have happily done that, but I'll fix it.
And we can make it that way.
Yeah.
somebody make a motion of it.
Okay. I move that well, let's do the LNWK separate then. I move that we pay the Chronicle Tribune and Cook's Excavating claims at this time.
Got a second?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Now you wanna do the other one for Ellen?
Yeah. I'll make a motion that we pay the LNW Cates bill on the Crane Pond Phase 2, pay what we can out of Phase 2, and the remaining balance pay out of Phase 1.
I got a second?
Go ahead.
Second.
Second. You got
Ended it, I'm sorry.
Gordon? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Now you wanna do this one?
Yeah.
Now, this is the, Goodrich drain. We owe $76.90, so we can close this out, because there's nothing left in it, correct?
There is no fund.
It was never a ditch.
So we owe it.
Yes.
What we need you to do is forgive the loan so that I can zero that out. Otherwise, Goodrich Drain's always gonna be hanging, showing that we have that loan. So we just need to get rid of forgive the loan so that that can go away.
So we need a motion.
Yes.
I so move.
You got a second?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right, moving on to the Bragg Excavating, $1,925 for Taylor Creek. There's $296,247.49 into that fund. And we have a claim, we'll vote on this one
Yeah.
first.
They get the Taylor fixed? They get the Taylor Creek fixed? For now?
It's a draining. Okay? I know there's a 30 out there, but they haven't found it
Haven't
yet,
found it yet?
you know, and
I move that we pay this claim to Bragg Excavating on Taylor Creek.
I got a second?
Second.
You get that, Mary? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next one, this is a pre-approval. This was the, the farmer's one?
It was, Burt World came in, right?
Yeah, he brought that in.
Yeah.
And in order for them to get their money to pay that bill without having late fees and stuff. And it's all landowner contribution.
It's all
None of it's
landowner
coming out of the maintenance
contributions. So I pre-approved it for $128,705.
And I concur with him.
And this virgin tile has $132,628.95 in it. So do I have a motion?
Move we approve this pre-approved claim.
Second. All in I second.
Okay.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries.
I might say it all.
We're waiting till Pat comes back.
I may say that when we get the farmers putting all these funds in, it's nicer to prove and get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like she said, they came in because the bill was gonna be due before they could have got the funds if they had waited till the meeting.
Yes, sir, money's in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was there.
Did they pay him?
Yeah, Monday, it was late Friday. They didn't get the check out till Monday, but it'll get there in time.
Okay, the next thing is the Lomax ditch, Wendell Cates update.
We've met with Army Corps of Engineers, and we've, we will meet with them sometime after the August 4th. Don't know exactly. We don't have anything in writing yet that states where we can go or we can't go, but we feel pretty comfortable that the east ditch will be classified as wetland, and so we gotta stay out of it, but until IDEM reports and has something in writing, we'll know more after it's official, after it's in writing.
But the Corps Army engineer guy said they didn't tear nothing up, they did a good job. Like I say, they flagged it and everything, so. He said, but he's not IDEM, so we gotta wait on them.
Any
And
questions?
once they classify it, you can't do anything with it?
Right. Well, right. He pretty much, I'm gonna tell you, he said to stay away from the water 2.5, 3 feet.
Yeah,
So you can still mow the banks?
Yes.
It's not close.
close, yeah.
Yeah. Just don't play in the water.
Is there trees and stuff growing up in that?
Yes. Yeah. Nothing big, just,
Well, there will be.
yeah, will be, yeah.
So that's a big problem then.
But well, there's no water that runs into it.
Yeah, that part doesn't affect the Lomax flow.
No, there's, I guess only water going in, it's the surface water off of the east hill. And so.
I guess the back of those yards on 38th Street, some of those,
Yeah,
but
yeah, basically, that ditch didn't do anything, it's for looks.
It's a wetland, I
Yeah.
think is what that guy said. They tore out a wetland, they had to put that back.
Yeah, the way he explained it, I don't know my exact acres, but something like 4/10 of an acre was a farmed wetland before anybody came to town. And I assume a farmed wetland and put pavement over it turns into a wetland. And so we had, so that's what that ditch amounts to.
Probably if you quit farming it, it would have just turned into a wetland.
Yeah.
Not necessarily put pavement over it.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know when your next meeting is, but I'm assuming sometime after the 10th, we'll have something in writing. But I feel pretty comfortable because everybody's, IDEM, has sent a letter, and you folks received that letter that Bob got. And that lady that wrote that letter had knee surgery, so she couldn't come up. So then the job got switched to another gentleman, and that gentleman hadn't had time to talk to that lady yet, but he wants to get with her before he comes up. And then he'll come up and give us a more official report.
Yeah, and then Pat Pinkerton also called and said that he wanted to be out there, and Raymond should be out there when we meet with IDEM, just so Pat can, because of the city and all that. All right, new business.
did anybody else want to talk about Crane Pond?
Well, that's what we're getting ready to do. That's the new business.
Or, sorry, Lomax ditch, I meant.
Anybody else? Go ahead, sir. Just state your name and your address.
I'm Bob Tippy, 4015 Joshua. I think our main concern as the HOA is, where are the easements? Right now, I don't think we know at all. We've looked into it. I know Kelly has talked to some different people, and right now it looks like it could be anywhere. One of the houses in the corner, 75 feet would be all the way to the street. Their entire property would be in the easement. We have looked back at our closing documents, and the easement is definitely not on our closing documents when we bought those houses there. The utilities easement is marked, but as far as the ditch easement, there's nothing on our side, on the west side of the main pond down there. We don't know right now where the actual ditch is. Does it include all of our ponds? Does anybody really know that? Does it include all of our ponds are hooked together? But it seems like now we're saying that ditch on the east side, small ditch, there's a berm in between that and our ponds. And if that was the intended Lomax relocation, is what it says on a couple of our maps that we've seen in our closing documents, that it sounds like you're saying now that's not part of the ditch. I don't know, maybe I misunderstood what you're saying. So our interest is finding out where those easements are.
But all the water goes through the ponds, from the ditches.
The Lomax water from south of 44th Street comes through all the ponds and then goes into the old Lomax ditch that's still there. The east channel is what Army Corps is portraying as the mitigated wetland. And that, from my perception as a surveyor, the far east channel can't be the Lomax because it doesn't connect to the Lomax. If the intent was there, it could have, but it was never connected. If that was the intent, I don't know why you would run a regulated ditch through a wetland when you have another channel there as option B. So, and all the housing development plats that I've seen show the drainage easement up to the people's yards, but not in their yards.
Okay, I'm sorry, I got back up without permission. There is, I think we had found it was a 36-inch into the front pond from that, and that's what joins that from the other side of 44th Street into that. Does the city have jurisdiction on anything there, or is that all you?
They have stormwater that comes off the parking lots through that, so I presume they have jurisdiction over that also.
Now, well, we was told that stormwater goes to them ponds from them from the parking lot.
Yeah, same.
Right, Wendell?
They do come.
Same tile work.
Oh, okay.
Same tile.
Okay, all right.
The field tile and the storm drains join at the catch basin and then go to the pond from it, the way I understand.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Kelly Beddick. I'm at 3921 Joshua. So the other day we had a big storm, right? And it was coming down really, really hard. And so I happened to go upstairs because my house faces the back ditch area. And you can see where the water comes in from like Meyer, because Meyer has a drain that catches all the storm water. And it was coming into the pond right behind Bob's house. And it was bubbling because it was raining so hard. So it tells you like it's coming in that fast. So it was bubbling up from the back. Again, our whole thing is at the north, where the Lomax comes in at 38, it makes a sharp turn behind those houses. And that's that channel that you were saying the Army Corps of Engineers said that is a wetland, and then it goes all along the east side. But it goes into the old Lomax. So that does have a channel that it does flow into there.
It dumps into it, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, so it's only connected at that point.
Yes.
Yeah, and so from what we have seen is 44th, the storm drain, it drains into the south pond, And then behind Meyer and Coles and those, they have a drain basin, and those then drain into the south pond where we live, and then the middle pond, I guess is what, and then the north pond, Meyer has their drains runoffs that go into that pond as well. So yeah, so in our sense, it's like, it's all the Lomax, right? And just trying to decide like where that is, and where the Army Corps has jurisdiction, where the wetlands, where the board, where the storm, because it's part of the storm drains. So where does the city, have jurisdiction? Because it's kind of like, it's a big mess, right? it's a big mess. And again, like Bob said, like when we go back and we look at our seller's disclosure, many of us that are there, we built our homes. And on our seller's disclosure from Arbor Homes, it has a no, that we are not on an easement or a right-of-way grant. And I know, like I've looked at the building, the plat maps, and behind our home, there is no easement on that. Like, well, it's like halfway in the middle. And then our neighbors, they don't have that easement. It goes to their lots. So there's like 3 lots where it goes to their lot, but then there's not an easement. And that's where the storm, or actually I think that's where the sewer then cuts around behind their house and then goes across. Yeah, the sewer goes there.
There's a sewer there, there's a right of way. If there's a sewer running there, there's a right of way.
Yeah, but it's not marked on their lots. And again, like theirs is a no to that there's an easement or a right of way. So.
Because anywhere there's a sewer, there is a right of way.
But like I said, like.
Didn't get recorded.
Right.
And then same with then the houses that are along the old Lomax, some of them have where they have that easement marked. But when you look at the plat, like those houses should actually be a lot farther away from the Lomax. So they weren't built where I think they should have been built. But like, what do you do now? Right?
It could be like every other builders too. Once they start building, they say, oh, we can turn these, fit some more in there, and
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, and so like one of them, if it's 75 from the edge or 75 from the middle, like that's still in the front of their home. So, that there is a right of way. And I think for us all as homeowners, we just want notification.
I think
And we
hopefully-
just want to know where is the Lomax, where is the easement, so that we know what is, our notification.
I think when IDEM comes down here and meets with the city and all of us, I think hopefully we can come up with some answers.
At least give us a direction to go.
Right.
I mean, because like when there were at least 100 trees behind our home, and we didn't have the weeds. We didn't have those things because you had the shade of the trees. We didn't have ragweed behind our house, and now we do, because now it's all been mowed down, and then now it's growing back up. I mean, you have your natural grasses, and we have the different, wetland things that have grown up as well. But so for us, it's like, well, now we have all this on top of it. So, we understand like it may need to be maintained so that the flow goes through. But we have lived there since 2016. That's when our house was built. And we have neighbors who have been there since the beginning. And that area back there has never flooded. It has never gotten close to flooding. We have not had any issues with water retention, even when 44th Street flooded down there at the roundabout where I think your field tiles go into. It wasn't flooded back where we were. Even though we had, I think, a couple dams, beaver dams back there, our water wasn't rising. And so for us, it's like, okay, like it's been doing, and this was developed in 2008. And besides a couple beaver dams, I think in 2019, 2022, and then in 2024, like even taking those dams out, like we haven't had any issues back there with flooding or it even coming close to yards. And I don't know if they've had flooding on 38, like behind those houses. I'm not sure, because I don't live over there. So that's just kind of our thoughts.
Thank
Thanks.
you, ma'am. Just have to wait till IDEM gets here and hopefully we can figure something out. All right, any more people want to talk about the Lomax? All right, moving on to new business, Crane Pond, Wendell Cates, maintenance request for $3,986.52 is in the fund.
We take care of that.
Yeah, we already spent that fund.
We just spent it, yeah.
He still wants to,
Nothing in that fund.
he still wants to request some maintenance being done.
Okay,
When I put it on the agenda, we.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think someday we're gonna have to, update that
Well,
funds and then, go ahead.
like you talked earlier, possibly combining phase 1 and phase 2 together and making one fund out of the two. Seeing as how they both serve the same areas.
I was thinking after I, talked to Raymond this morning about phase 1, phase 2, I don't see it any different than any other tile ditch. There's no need to have two phases. I guess I would like for Raymond to call Jim and see if anything.
Yeah, why was it split up? No idea.
I don't know.
maybe
Been that
fit
way
in
forever?
Long time.
Did it have something to do with when we were making a separate portion to vacate? You know how there's one in there that.
That's Little Crane Pond. This is
See, I
Crane
got them
Pond.
all, I can't keep them.
Yeah, I don't know why they're separate, unless there was another branch off of the lower section that we don't have record of.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would like for someone to look into merging them two funds to one. If it was an open ditch and a tile, I'd probably see it different, but, no, what I wanted to bring up was, and I've talked to Jeff, and Jeff will want to talk today, but, the, 2000, we spent $3,900 jetting that tile between New York and Virginia. This time we spent a little over $6,000 jetting that tile.
I got one.
We probably, right now, through that easement, there's trees probably 40 to 45 feet from the center to the south. On the north, it's probably 20 feet to the trees, on the north side of the tile. And, an easement through there is 75 both sides, I think, but we asked Jeff if we could move it back, at least cut back 50 feet each side to get the roots back so we're not spending so much money. I would say between us and another neighbor, we probably lost 60 to 80 acres this spring. And so I'm figuring that's over $50,000 we lost just because the thing was plugged. And so I guess I'd like to have some advice on what the board would like to do or what the board feels like we can do. And I'll be glad to let Jeff talk before we make a decision.
The orange line is just where Crane Pond goes from the railroad over to Virginia, or from New York Avenue to Virginia Avenue, is what the picture I gave you. The blockage that he found was 150.
It started at 150 and went to about 220.
From Virginia, 150 to 220 feet to the left of Virginia is where the blockage was. And that's where the big trees on the south side by the big building, those roots are the ones that we're presuming were causing the blockage. But there are some trees on the north side within 30, 35 feet, something of that nature, that will be the next ones to find their way to the tile. The south side's pretty well cut back 50 feet, except for right there at the big trees. Wendell and Jeff talked on location, possibly about cutting the roots between the big trees and the tile and leaving the big trees there. And that's just a conversation we had on location. Wendell was wanting to do something to keep the tile open so it doesn't, so we're not waiting for it to plug up before we address it again. And it's costing about $5,000 to $6,000 every 5 years, 3 years, plus the crops that he lost. So.
Where does this water go?
Goes to Miller Avenue, then south to Lomax.
When we had that rain this spring, I was gonna look the grades up, but at at Virginia, there was probably 4 to 5 inches flowing in a 28-inch tile. And on New York, the water is probably 2.5 to 3 feet above the tile. So we had pressure, we just couldn't get rid of it.
You're done?
I'm done.
I met at Jeff's, I went out to Jeff's too, and he showed me what he's gonna do. I just wanna make sure he's gonna you're gonna hook his tile back up.
Pardon?
He's got a storm tile tied into there for his, what was it for, Jeff?
Oh,
Downspouts or?
On his septic perimeter.
Well, it's tied in at the road, right?
No,
Well, he's got one tied right there where you guys are gonna move.
we walked over it.
Oh, you're talking about the septic line?
Yes.
Yeah, just the perimeter drain, you tie
Yeah,
back in
yeah.
there for him.
Well, I don't think it's hooked in. I think it's just a septic line.
Now, it's a perimeter drain is what I'd say it is.
Yeah.
And they've either hooked it in or put it close to it, but I just want to make sure you could hook him back up if you took it out.
Oh, I thought that's what you did for a living.
Well, I do, but you're the guy tearing the yard up. Cause that's just a perimeter drain, you know what I mean? I mean, if you have to take it out, I'm saying you put it back in there.
Right.
Just to make sure you had no problems.
It must be laying next to it, because if it had a hole in it, you would have seen it with the camera.
Yeah, there's no hole in the tile.
Yeah, they might have just stubbed it close to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that camera doesn't, I mean, I won't say we didn't miss it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No,
We was
full of water
more
there
worried
to
about
start with.
roots than we were. Yeah, so. But
You got anything,
My
Jeff?
turn to talk?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I promised Mr. Cates to be no drama today. So my name is Jeffrey Kilgren. I live at 1304 South Virginia Avenue in Marion. Our neighborhood is a little county enclave, so we've got city starting at 16th Street, we got city starting at 10th Street, Agricorp City, the trailer park next to Agricorp, that's city. City picks up on Miller, so we're just in a little rectangle of county where we live. I'm the neighborhood association president of West Point Neighborhood Association just by accident, so I'm wearing that hat also. So what we discussed was making an imaginary line 50 feet north and south of the center line. And I measured that off, I marked it to see what that looked like. And we talked about removing all the trees within that 50 feet north and south of the center line. That's what we discussed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I understand the right-of-way goes 75 feet, so you're actually being gracious with me to leave me some of the trees. But, so I measured that off, and I counted those trees, and I gave y'all a copy. I don't know if you were able to give them all a copy of that.
Yes, you all have a copy of
So
it.
you see a list of the trees, there's 34, like Mr. Cates said, north of the line, that's where the majority of the trees are. There's another 12 south of the line. I measured them this morning. They're about the same size. You got a total of about 46 trees. So Mr. Cates was talking about beginning the removal of those trees around January timeframe. Give a chance for the crops to come in, the leaves to fall, the weather to make it suitable for that type of demolition. So we talked about beginning the removal of those 46 trees around January. And Mr. Cates proposed piling them up at the west end of the property and burning them. I checked with the fire chief, because we're pretty close to city there, as I described. And he said shouldn't be a legal issue. The city chief would just like to know when it's gonna happen so he can, when the phone calls start coming into the fire department there on Miller, he'll be able to give them an explanation of what's going on, because that's gonna burn for a while. So I provide you this data today because, as I understand the system, you all will have to pay for this in some form or fashion. So I'm providing you the data so you can begin calculating what that type of demolition would cost. So if it seems exorbitant, maybe we do it over a couple of years and go so many feet the first year and so many feet the second year. I don't know what's in your budget. If you combine those two funds of the new and the old Crane Pond, maybe there's enough to do it all in one fell swoop. But that's the best data I can provide you of what the magnitude of the issue is, so that you can see what makes sense. My own experience there, you'll remember when the emerald ash borer came in, killed all the ash trees. I had a big row of big old ash trees along the south side of that easement. I think there used to be a farmer's cow fence there, and that's where the ash trees grew up. So when the emerald ash borer started killing all the ash trees, I got a hold of Flotter, Sawmill, and Sycamore. They came and cut down those ashes while they were still living and cut them up into boards for me. I've used those boards for flooring, et cetera. So if that's a more economical option, let me know. I can start working that with the various sawmills in the area, if that's going to be more economical than knocking them down, piling them up, and burning them. But that's the data I'm providing to you, gentlemen. See what you think is the best way to approach the issue. I don't want to cause damage to his fields or anybody else's fields from clogged drains. I'm trying to minimize the loss of my trees, so I'm just trying to strike the happy medium there. Did I miss anything?
Well, I guess I don't understand what this is for.
I'm just showing them if we got to knock it all down, somebody will have to pay for it. So I don't want there to be sticker shock. So if you want to.
Why do we have to pay for it?
Well, who pays for the removal of the trees?
Good question.
The maintenance fund.
They're in we do.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So I wanted to let you have the data so you can try to figure out what this is going to cost to remove those.
Well, but we don't have to pay for your trees to remove them. We don't have to buy your trees.
Correct.
Yeah, so I guess I don't understand what.
He's just saying, well, I think what he's saying, Wendell, is it, would it be cheaper to take the wood and put in the planks, correct? Or tear them down and burn them? Is that correct?
You have somebody that'll cut trees for lumber this close to a house.
That's not close. The trees that are,
Probably 100 feet from.
let me back up a little bit. As I understand it from talking to Raymond and Mr. Cates, the trees that actually got their roots into the line and clogged the line are those massive trees that he showed you pictures of. They're right next to my pole barn. Mr. Cates is not proposing to do anything with those trees. These are trees further away from my house and pole barn, not where the blockage occurred.
Okay.
But he's talking about, well, in years to come. Preventive maintenance.
Yeah.
In years to come, those tree roots
Okay.
may become an issue. So I don't think there's an imminent danger to pole barn or house. The power lines and such that used to be there have all been removed. So I don't think there's, the only danger I see is if the trees fall the wrong way, the weight of them could damage the line
Right.
itself.
Is this list a value that you want to be compensated, or is this a
No,
value?
I'm just giving you a rough order of magnitude of the amount, the size of the job, of how many trees have to be removed. So you can kind of figure out what this may cost, so you can see if it's in the budget to do so.
If you were to know someone that would buy these trees, the money would go to you. It wouldn't go to the drainage fund.
Right.
Right, but and this is not really, you can see from that list, mulberries and cottonwoods aren't worth very much money.
Pallet factories,
But
you'd be surprised.
when I did it with the ash trees, this is the only thing I can relate it to experience-wise. The cost of the cutting and the hauling and the milling and the return to me, it wasn't like a profit to me.
Oh, right.
It was a cost to me, but
Right,
I was
the
just
trees
trying to,
didn't go to waste.
I was just trying to salvage the ash trees because they were obviously all gonna die.
So this is an offering to comp some money out of the trees versus just burning them?
Yeah, I'm just trying to give you guys some data so that if you put this out for bids for demolition and removal and burning, you've got some idea what it's gonna cost to see if there's enough money in the fund to cover it, or if it's gotta be done over a period of time.
This wasn't intent for you to get compensated for.
No, I'm not trying to get paid, I'm just trying to help you guys
You
make
were
a
confusing
rational,
everybody by this.
make a rational.
Have we ever done anything like that before? Called a timber company?
Not to my knowledge, not through the drainage board. I mean, contractors or property owners have approached sawmills and pallet factories with,
The property,
Okay, my suggestion would be, since he's done this before, let him contact them, have them come look at it, see what they'll do, and then we worry about what's left.
yeah.
Right, Wendell?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
the
Because
property,
you aren't gonna do it till January anyhow, so.
Well, Wendell's biggest concern is the ones that are near the tile and getting that cut, so the roots don't go back into the tile.
the problem you're gonna run into, you sell these trees or cut them off, and you leave the stump there.
Right.
Stump is awful hard to get out, isn't it?
Twice as hard to get out, 3
Yeah,
times.
but maybe we wouldn't even take it out. Maybe we wouldn't even take it out.
Wouldn't have to.
Just torn on it and
But that way you might be able to make some money off of it, before they go in there and tear it up.
That would be my suggestion.
Yeah. If you get the money that you can from the lumber, you can contact somebody to get money from them. And pallet factories are interested in cottonwood trees.
I'll definitely do that. I just wanted to get y'all's guidance and recommendation on the right course of action to follow. And then obviously, 10, 20, 30, 40 years, these trees are gonna grow back, and we're gonna be here talking about it again, or at least our kids are.
Wendell has his way, it'll get sprayed and there won't be no trees
Yeah,
growing
there won't be
in.
none come back.
Do you want me to come up with some kind of a plan to put something on that land that's not gonna grow up in trees, is my question.
I mean, to
And
the board.
then we won't have to keep revisiting the issue.
where's this from? You know Kathy Burr?
Yeah, she's my cousin.
Which way is this from her house?
It's north from her house. Her house ends at the railroad, and my house ends at the railroad. We're side by side. She got the old Central Foundry, and I got the old Westerman Rolling Mill and the Malleable Dump. So none of it's farmable land, it's all industrial waste.
And as far as the trenching beside the tile, when was that acceptable with you and when? And
Well done.
or we have nothing in the fund and for anything to get done, there's gonna have to be money somewhere.
Here,
Unless Wendell's volunteering time again.
Here a year or so, 2 years ago, somebody put a drainage tile down along the railroad track.
They were going to, but it never ended up happening.
Never ended up happening.
Right, they had plans with King.
Andrew King.
Andrew King was gonna run it, but it never happened. They had got permission and something.
Yeah, they got us, and there is a city sewer by that railroad track on 16th Street.
They got
It's on the west side of the track.
Yeah,
On the west
so
side,
the sewer
The
is.
sewer is.
it's on the east side.
Well, you're talking about the trailer house sewer.
No, yeah, but I'm talking about back this way on New York, I believe, where they just put that new house. Right there on the corner of 16th. There's because we almost had that new house in there, but it was too far down, so we put a septic system in.
I don't remember which way.
Yeah, we hit it with, when we put a new 24 in west of the track.
We have no fund.
You having fun?
We have no fund. We have no money.
Well, I mean, you'll have a collection in March, next March, right?
Hopefully there's one in November.
Oh,
It's not collecting this year.
Either phase one or phase two.
Mary, either one, both of them, neither one, when they collect.
I know phase 2 won't start till next year. Let me see what phase 1 is.
Well, if it's no money, it should start up again.
Well, they had 11. If they pay, 2,700, 8,400 left. And phase one.
No, in phase 2. No,
Phase two.
Yeah, phase 2's 0.
Right, phase one would have, what did it say?
Okay, neither are collecting this year.
Do what?
Neither is collecting this year, but phase 1 has 11,185 in it right now.
Yeah, until we take out the part to pay for the 6,600
Right.
from the jetty.
So you only have
So will
like
it start next year?
Yeah, about
Yeah, it
8,400.
won't collect till next year.
I mean, like,
They'll both
Right.
collect.
Right, you got about 8,400 in phase one left over, or left. But that's a stretch, it's technically in phase two's area, but it takes phase one's water. How much of phase one do you own?
phase one is the west part.
The farm ground?
There's only 140 in there besides ours.
Besides yours.
Yeah.
So do you have a problem with spending that money on that easement?
I get reimbursed later.
No, you can't get reimbursed. That's a dirty word.
I like Jeff's theory. If he can make money off the deal.
Yeah, I do too.
Clear,
then come back and readdress it.
yeah, or come back in and.
See what you got, then we
clean
can
up
look at it, see
fine
what it's
stuff
gonna
and
do.
make it look a little neater.
All right with you, Jeff?
Yeah, that's good with me. The question that I have unanswered in my mind is, I mean, it's Indiana.
Probably.
You cut trees are gonna grow back eventually. So I can put that into pasture. I can put it into something that does not have deep growing roots like evergreens. I just would like some guidance from the board on what I should or should not put in there, so 10, 20, 30 years down the road. Because I can remember when that was just a big open marsh with very few trees in it. And that's grown up in the last 40 years like that. So if we cut it, I'm assuming it's gonna go back to being kind of wetland again like it was before.
No, don't say that word.
That's how it used to be. I used to be able to ice skate on it, but
Would that have?
I want to put something in there that'll not go back to trees, so we don't have to revisit the issue again.
The standing water from the past may have been the quality of the tile downstream through town, or country town, whatever you wanna call it. What'd you call, what estate did you call that?
Bucktown,
What?
West Point Neighborhood Association.
West Point Neighborhood Association.
Bucktown to old timers.
Yeah. Yeah. But if that tile wasn't working good at that time, could have been why there was water standing in there. Hopefully the tile that's through there is keeping water from standing in there.
So will that be acceptable to the board if I put something in there like meadow or evergreen trees that have shallow roots, or dig it up and put a pond there? I just want to put something there that's not going to generate into a forest again and cause trouble for them.
Well, if you get these trees out of there and you cut them off, they're gonna put something on the stumps to kill the stumps. Have to. You wouldn't want to put, I don't know if you'd want to put livestock or anything in there.
Mr. Cates knows better than me that woods comes back pretty fast.
Yeah, it does.
I guess I'm assuming, and maybe I'm assuming wrong, if he cuts them down, we can still keep this lot sprayed back.
Correct.
So it doesn't come in. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, because that's a tile running there, right?
Pardon?
That's the tile running through there.
Yes.
That's your right of way,
Yeah,
right?
so I guess I'm assuming that we will spray it every year so it doesn't come back.
But the grass will be there.
Pardon?
But the grass will be there.
Yeah, we don't want any pond or anything on top of the tile.
I have known Jeff to mention before that him and his wife are not thrilled about the spraying in their backyard necessarily. And if there was other alternatives on how he could keep it open without necessarily spraying it. That's why he's questioning about plants that wouldn't need sprayed that he could mow or maintain himself. And if the tree stumps were cut down, maybe that pile of dirt could be spread over them where you could mow the whole area. That's,
And if you planted trees, you'd have to make sure you kept them away from your ditch in case you ever had to go in there and dig it up or something.
When they cut these trees off, you're gonna have a stump left.
mm-hmm.
And I can tell you those stumps is awful hard to take out.
Oh, yeah.
Once you take
That's why
the tree off of them,
I was thinking possibly putting dirt around them to raise the dirt above the stump where it'd be drive on. In that picture, if you look, right here's a huge hill of dirt, or a huge hill of something. I don't know if that's dirt or,
Black sand from the Mary Malibu Ironworks.
there's a lot of material there that could be spreaded out.
well,
And
mouth will hold up there for years.
if it would grow anything, I don't know. I don't know if that's toxic or not. I have no idea there.
Tree of heaven grows in it real good.
Is that, hopefully it's a shallow rooted thing. But
Mr. Cates has had to spray them for many years, those tree of heaven. It's the first thing that goes in there.
they don't want to keep the easement open, so.
Let's see about getting the trees cut off first.
Then we'll come back.
And then how about your trenching? Is that later down the road?
Well, I think after he does what he thinks he can make work,
You go in there at one time instead of,
yeah.
So we'll just table this at this time until you get there, then we'll come back and address it.
Yes, sir.
We'll have to make a-
Yep. I move that we table this to give him time to see if somebody wants the trees for lumber.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Moving on to other business, the North Branch of Waters, public hearing.
I'm Brad Newhouse, representing, and I live in Howard County. Just want to change the assessment, trying to get some money built up in this fund so we can actually do some repair, maintenance, whatever you wanna call it, but the tile is, I don't know, 100 years old, and I think maybe it's time we get some money in the fund and tired of fixing it. Get something done now.
There were no written objections.
And there were no written objections.
No calls, no emails, no objections.
So maybe we should change it to $30 or $40 of assessment?
You can't go higher than that.
We don't have a published
Don't
rate,
push
so
it.
whatever you say, we can go with, right?
See, you can go up front.
Yeah.
I don't think it. I know, the default on some of these is only $5, is that right?
That's the state minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that
so
ought to be at least 100.
you'd think, yeah, I look for it to go
I think in
up.
Howard County it is, but, yeah. So, well, that's my proposal, I guess.
What rates are you proposing?
I think we got down here 15.
Okay, look. like
15
right
an
now,
acre.
$1.50 an acre, $1.50 a home site, $5 minimum. He is asking, $15 an acre, $100 home site, $50 minimum.
Oh, that's what he wants.
$15, 150 for the houses.
100 for the house, 15 for an acre, and a 50 minimum,
How many acres?
733,
How many home sites?
26, no, 5,
5?
yep. You wanna see that?
They didn't complain, so.
Yep, no objections.
And that's, you know, it's gonna take a little while to get some money built up in there to handle a project like this. It's just, you gotta start somewhere and start building it, because
It's like we say, if we can get the farmers to put it in, quicker you get it, well, like to prove it very quickly.
Yeah.
The money's there.
yeah. And we've done projects like that before. The farm, everybody went in and paid, and the project got done.
Out of the 733, how many landowners you got there? Roughly.
What's he asking?
How many landowners on the 733? I did not.
26,
27 total parcels?
26. Yeah.
26 parcels and 26 different owners.
Oh, okay. 27 parcels, 26 owners, okay.
26 different owners?
Different parcels, 26 different.
How many different people?
I don't know,
Oh,
I'll have to count them.
yeah, 1, 2, 3. This man.
Twenty-seven.
You see that list, Gordon?
Yeah. Let's see the list. I don't know if I know any names or not. They're kind of out of my territory.
Yeah, but see, that's the same one. Russell.
I know, I don't know what he's asking, I never had that.
I'd like to see it.
I didn't see it.
So you're just asking how many different people would actually pay the bill? I think we got 26% of it.
If you make a copy.
How many owners you got?
That's a different one. That's 3, 4.
We're paying the majority of the share.
Comer and a lot of it. Comer's on a lot of it too.
Comers are in there, yeah, they own a fair. Steve Ritchie's Trust,
What's that, the other one, Gian or?
Guyan, that's
Guyan.
Yeah, that's 26%. Russell Family Trust, Steve.
Well, it must be a good idea, because Steve's not here complaining, so.
I called him before I came.
Him and Burr aren't here complaining, so.
There's 15 different people involved.
Yeah. Comer's on there, they won't be.
I didn't know that, I would have that for each one, if you want me to have that available.
No, it was just,
That's on the
That's
west
fine.
side of 13.
Yeah.
right there, pointed the bell.
See, I don't know a lot of those people. I know Comer's.
This is raised over 8 years until it maxed out.
That's what I'm saying, it must be okay, since Steve's not here.
Farley's on
If it
there.
doesn't spend,
If it doesn't spend.
if any money gets spent out, then it keeps going.
It'll shut off. It'll never shut off, within 8 years, you're gonna use it.
I'll use something, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I already got a hole I know to fix.
Or you let it build up you have a chunk in the fund, and then the people can get together to whatever exceeds that amount.
Yeah.
Like I just did with the other ditch.
But a 733 acre watershed is really probably a 36-inch main to handle that kind of a watershed. And I know on my end,
You
it's
know, a lot of it's
15.
like, a lot of it's like this.
Yeah, the more grade you got, but right now depth's gonna be more of a problem than getting that in there too, so.
It is. On all of them, it's all gonna be that way.
Yeah.
You put the tile where the water runs. Water takes the dirt away.
I know. I do know that.
Yeah.
No, it's there somewhere. I think he farmed, but I'm not sure, he knows.
No, I sure don't know that real.
The higher we make it, the quicker they get it done.
Yeah. Nobody's against it, so.
So we advertise one again, $15 an acre.
$15 an acre, $100 a homestead, and $50 minimum,
For an 8-year collection.
8-year collection.
Have you agreed to that among the people talked to or what?
Yeah, nobody,
I didn't really, I just put the proposal in there. I haven't,
Okay,
They
well,
got a mail.
they should have got something in the mail, yes.
Yeah.
And it had the rates on it?
Mhm.
Yep. Mary sends them out, they have the rates on it.
he's the only one showed up.
Yep. So, I mean,
nobody called.
good idea.
You
Yeah,
said nobody called or emailed or nothing?
Well, I mean, there's maintenance, I mean, you gotta start building
Yeah.
something.
oh, yeah. She's selling out 30 to 40 hours an acre.
I think we probably would have had opposition to that. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So do I have any more questions? Do we have a motion?
Richard's good at making a motion. I think the figure.
I move that we, set the rates for the north branch of the Waters Ditch at $15 an acre, $100 on site, $50 minimum, 8-year collection, be the new rate for this ditch.
I got a second?
I'll second it.
You got it, Mayor? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. We sign this.
Everyone needs to sign that. And then I have one thing, just to let you guys know. For the FAR Iron Hudson, I've got the joint board informed now. The first meeting will be August 12th at 1 p.m.
August 12th.
And Gordon, you said you was gonna do it, right?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Here's your other members.
Okay.
So how many counties we gotta have?
Just us in Blackwood.
So we have to have 2 board members from each county plus 1 independent.
I can't, well, you're gonna
The independent, we needed to have a
Jared.
surveyor, so I got Jared.
Jared Hahn out of Wells.
Oh, okay, okay.
They're all agreeable with that date?
Yep, I've already cleared it all.
Work.
So I just need, when you have time, a map and a surveyor report. But,
Surveyor report, you say you wanted the rates on it. Rates haven't been determined yet,
yeah, they'll determine,
so I can't do the report yet.
on the 12th, they'll determine the rate.
I've talked with Joe Pearson, he's on it, he's for $10 an acre. Is that open for the public?
Yeah,
The first meeting is, but it's not a public hearing.
Right, but he would like to come
It's
to
just an organizational meeting.
he would like to come to it and just observe and see how things go on.
just let them know it's at 1 o'clock
Yeah, because we have to advertise in Chronicle and
in the Blackford.
Blackford, whatever, paper, whatever.
Yeah, for your public hearing.
Yeah. Well, no, for the public meeting. Don't we?
That's the only way those landowners are gonna know unless I send a letter to them.
Yeah.
I can send a letter if you want to all the landowners, let them know about
I
it.
don't know. This is first joint board I've dealt with.
I'll just send the landowners on.
Don't we have to,
Notify of a hearing
we just have,
This isn't
or
for
a
a
this
hearing.
isn't a
It's a
hearing,
meeting.
it's a meeting.
You have to be notified.
And we have to
for a meeting.
notify for this meeting? For our meetings, do we notify?
Where's the meeting at, here?
Here,
Yeah, we don't notify them for
So
our
we
meeting.
pay, if they send somebody over, we pay them?
me and Gordon are gonna do it, here.
Oh, he's talking to board members. Do their board members get paid by
Yes, no, by the drain.
by the drain?
Uh-huh.
Okay. They get paid out of the drain fund?
It's like $3 or something.
Yeah, $42.48.
It's $50 before Uncle Sam gets his
Yeah.
piece out.
So it sounds like we don't have to
I don't have to, but I mean,
publicize for a regular meeting.
right, now if he wants to have the petitioner come in and say
Yeah.
he would like to see,
He
the
commented-
board can discuss it.
Yeah.
He just commented to me that he would like to know when the.
Joe would,
Yes.
then, yeah, let's notify Joe and,
I mean, I can tell him if he wants to tell the other people, tell him.
yeah,
Jeff Cottle,
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we notify one, we should notify them all.
I could send a letter out to all the landowners.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you're just having a meeting, so that way if you got any opposition, or maybe you can discuss it out right there before you go into a meeting.
Yeah.
You
Because
know what I'm saying?
what's gonna happen is all these landowners will get a notice for a public hearing then. Because August 12th, they'll set a meeting date,
Uh-huh,
rates and
for the
everything.
public hearing.
Then I send out a letter letting them know the public hearing.
I know, but if you're gonna notify one, you should notify everybody.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I agree with you.
How many letters would that be? Do you have any idea? I mean, just roughly.
If this is good to go, let's see, there's 74 parcels. So I don't know the exact number of,
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to look, see, because some people own 2 or 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
I'll
Probably
figure
50
that out.
anyhow.
Can you handle that job, Mary?
Is there money in
You
the
can handle
fund?
that job, right?
That's what I'm paid to do.
Is
Okay.
there money in that fund?
Is there enough to mail it out?
Enough for mailing? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's all I wanna know, I don't need no.
Yeah,
specifics.
there's 3,500.
Okay. I reckon notify them for the organizational.
Yeah, that way,
meeting.
that wouldn't hurt, because if you got any opposition or somebody got, then we
Or
maybe we can
questions.
work it out here.
Work it out then instead of waiting until the public hearing.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, is that all? Anybody else got anything?
Dylan, Winslow, and Tuttle. The board agreed to give Presnell's and Burwell money towards the tile they're putting in, and we advanced them a payment, a draw of what's coming in on the taxes, and then the highway department has replaced a pipe on the road south. The ditch is silted in. They need to put cement in the pipe to fill up a crack, but there's water in it. They can't get rid of it. They was wondering if we could borrow enough out of the fund, 2-year payment, to dredge enough of the ditch to get the pipe relieved. Or if we wait till it's summer, hopefully it dries up and they can pump it out of the way and not have to worry about it. I don't know. If
It's
it
not
keep-
dry enough now?
It's still running water. The tiles that are feeding it are just running water. They
Down there,
can't
too,
get rid of
rain we've had
it.
lately. I think Shane said he had almost 4 inches over by his house.
I have two.
We could wait a little while and see if it's gonna dry up enough to where the tile quit running, which it should. It is August or about August, but we're just dying for some rain and
But there's wetlands in there. That's the reason back there is still running. I
Okay,
mean, I don't know if it's still future wetland.
right, but it's wet in that area.
Yeah.
Yes. Either that or.
Most of the tiles in my area quit running.
So you said we ought to wait a little bit?
That's right. I mean, we're gonna, already, if we can go to advance money,
Yeah.
pretty soon.
I told him that he'd probably be reluctant and let's see what the weather does and.
Yeah, let's see what the weather does.
Yeah.
Table it, and see what the weather does. Anything else?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
He makes a motion to adjourn, Kenny did, do I got a second? Second. Got a second from Gordon. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye, all opposed, motion carries.
Very next.
I noticed
Yeah.
they have a deal.
Just take this minute.
Yeah, no, nobody.
It's kind of stupid to have to do that. Publish it in the paper.
So they tried damming it up.
Yes.
The water.
Higher thing.
Yeah, because really, Channel 27 is about to do it.
I want you to appreciate you coming in.
They never dry out.
On the east side of the railroad tracks and south of 26.
Hey, thanks, guys. Thank you. Appreciate your time, your service.
I think it's right back to the original time of
No, I didn't. I asked him if he was going to the.
Just publish it in the one little newspaper, not the Chronicle.
I think.
The Herald Press or?
Yeah, Herald.
Oh, he'll be down.
I'll see you Hey, Mary. We already paid her.
That was the water.
That'd probably be something.